Hi, everybody. My name is Ginger Newsom. I'm your instructor for Math 125, the online hybrid course. I'm coming to you tonight after the first day of class. I'm sorry the video's getting out a day late. Just was a crazy day, of course, with all the other classes that I met in person. But I wanted to introduce myself and go over a little bit about the course just to explain things. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Um, just so I gotta get used to this. Yeah, share my screen, and that way you can look at things. Okay, okay. Starting off, this class is online hybrid. What hybrid means is that we're going to take our test in the math lab or using the testing center. If you're here on campus, you can use the one here at Ole Miss. We have some satellite campuses that you can use if you live around the state of Mississippi. So that's what we mean by online hybrid. So everything is pretty much online except for testing, and you actually go in person and take the test. Okay, so let's get started. I'll try not to talk too long. First of all, I'm going to go to Blackboard. Okay, this is our Blackboard page. Of course, hopefully you've already opened this up. Here's where the video will be posted. The welcome here, this should explain to you pretty much everything. We're going to go quickly over the syllabus. We'll talk about Pearson My Math Lab, which is what we need to sign up for and pay for. That's where we do all of our homework and things. Let's see, the calculator. We're going to go through a lot of this in this syllabus. All right. Okay, let's start. Okay, with our syllabus and course calendar, you can find this on Blackboard. I guess I should say Blackboard is going to be where you find any announcements. If I email you, a lot of times it'll come through Blackboard, but so a lot of times I'll post them. Any important announcement, I'll post it in the announcement section up here, but it'll also come as an email, so you'll see it either way. But when you start here, this is just the introduction page. You can always find your syllabus here, but it's also on this left side toolbar right here. Same thing. On this, you will have, okay, we'll start the announcements page. Once again, if I announce things, it'll be there. This is not for you to see. It's my teacher's thing. Okay, lessons, weekly assignments. This is where you will go to find your weekly assignments that you're going to do. Okay, I've tried to post videos that help you. So for example, when I click on it, week 1 shows up. Now notice I have week 2. In yours, it will not be available until next week. So I go week by week. So right now you should only see week 1. Okay, and it tells you what we're going to cover. I've posted short videos. I've tried to give you videos that would help you in any way. I've posted videos to help. Some of them are videos that I've made. Some of them I got just, off the internet that actually I looked and other people had done great videos, so I posted those. So you can look at that. Let's see what else. If I click on week 1, okay, so keep in mind, you go to lessons, weekly assignments, week 1. If you click on week 1, I have it broken down. All right. Class notes with problems worked out. I've posted these because a lot of people really like to look at this. If you were taking my class in person, this is what we do in class, and that might help. So I have them. These are the problems that I work, and they're worked out. So a lot of people like to look at that. But if you notice, I've got it broken down. Here's just section R5. These are some short videos that you may want to watch. I tried to keep them in short videos so they're not too long. And that's just if you're having trouble with them. R6, all about factoring, all the different, like this, you've all had this in high school. For a lot of people, you're just rusty on it. Different ways of factoring, factoring a trinomial, things like that, differences to squares, stuff like that. So these all in the blue, these are examples okay, that just might help you. And then R7. So this is all for the first week. All right. Once again, these are some examples. All right. So that's kind of how the weeks look. I break them down into videos that can help, and then the class notes. All right. So that's kind of what you use Blackboard for. Notice here I have recorded Zoom sessions. I went ahead and posted these. These are from a couple years ago when we were in the middle of COVID and we had to teach everything remotely. I recorded my Zoom sessions and I decided to post these. So this is me. Now, granted, it's from me at home working just in my dining room, but I am working out the problems just like I would be teaching it in an in-person class. A lot of people like to use those. Just keep in mind, I talk about the spring semester. This was in spring, I guess of maybe 2021. So it's definitely old. And I talk, as long as you keep that in mind, that these are old sessions, but I'm teaching the same thing. So a lot of times people like to watch it. Okay. The testing we'll get to in just a second, but this is where all the info about testing will be. Okay. My contact hours, my office is in Hume Hall, which is on the Circle, on the second floor. If you happen to be on campus, come see me anytime. Please do. I have my office hours listed. For those people who aren't here, just email me. If you want to hop on Zoom, we can do that and work problems out. Just let me know. I'm not going to post particular hours. It's just kind of better if you'll just email me and we can come up with a time. Okay. I do want to say that free tutoring is offered in the math building Monday through Friday, and this is all information about free tutoring. But you also, I want to say, come by and see me too, really before you choose the tutoring. I'm glad to sit down with you and work through problems if you're having trouble. All right, we'll look at this right here. The calculators are allowed, just letting you know. In this class, you're not allowed a normal scientific calculator. The only calculator we allow is a basic 4-function calculator. It used to be that we didn't offer any calculators, and mainly because this class is a precursor to regular calculus. In calculus, they don't allow calculators. And I know you're so used to using graphing calculators, so this is kind of a little difficult for a lot of people. But these are basic 4-function calculators. They're very cheap. You can buy them at the dollar store. Of course, when you're doing your homework, you can use the calculators you have as long as you know when you take your test, you will not be allowed to use a regular calculator. Just a little small one, just to help you with adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing. Okay. And when you take your test, you'll be supplied one by the university. So you don't have to go buy one, yet you can buy one that's pretty cheap. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the, I'm going to start with the calendar, just to kind of give you an idea. We break our, I've tried to, let me get it. For our calendar, really, I just work on weeks, okay, for this class. See if it'll get it to load. So we just everything in week 1. So here we go. Here's our calendar. So, Monday through Sunday is our week. These are the sections covered. All of our homework is due the following Sunday night. So everything for this week is not due until next Sunday night at midnight. Okay. And so next week we have another week. We'll cover 4 sections. Homework due the following Sunday. I realize I think it's Labor Day weekend. Okay, so you just want to get working on it early. Okay, then we get to test 3. This is test week. So pretty much test week, the whole week is testing. And we will test in the testing center. And the days available are Tuesday through Friday. That means you can pick any time to take it. You may choose to go ahead and get it over with and take it on Tuesday. You may want to wait till Friday because you need a little more time. I will say, though, you have to schedule an appointment for this. And I, of course, will give you all the information about scheduling appointments. But you have to have an appointment, and you don't want to wait until the day before to do it. You want to go ahead and schedule it early because they may fill up there's a lot of classes that use the testing center, a lot of the online classes. So, but that's all week. So on this week of testing, the whole week is really meant for you to study and prepare, work through the review sheet, review assignment that I give you, and just prepare for it and take your test. So it kind of works out. We have 2 weeks and then test number 2, another 2 weeks, test 3. And then our final test for test 4, it's 3 weeks, but we test right as we're getting out for Thanksgiving break. This is all trig. That last test is trig. So basically the class is mainly college algebra, but the last part is trig. So the first 3 tests are basic algebra. And then that last test 4 is all trig. It's just an introduction to trig, to help you with that. Okay, once you get out for Thanksgiving break, we're really through with all our material. We come back from Thanksgiving, we'll have a week to review, just time for you to review and prepare for the final, and then we have exam week. Okay, so that's kind of the course laid out in a semester. All right, this is set up where if you want to print this out, you certainly can. Remember, you can find this on Blackboard right here, on the first page, or right here on the sidebar. Okay, the syllabus and course calendar. Okay, so let's click on the syllabus, sorry. Okay, here's our syllabus. Hopefully you may have already read through it. We'll go through it pretty quickly, the course overview. Okay, let me tell you about homework. Homework, I have homework assignments for every section that we cover. I have it set up to where for this class, like I told you, all the homework is due for that week on the following Sunday night, which gives you plenty of time to do it. If you don't get it all done, you can still work it after the due date, but you'll get half credit for each problem. The way Pearson works, I guess I should say this, Pearson is the online software that we have to sign up for. This is the only thing you have to purchase to be a part of this class is Pearson. And Pearson, we also call it My Math Lab. It contains an ebook. It's your homework, and it's where we take our test also, all through Pearson. And so that's when things are working. Forgot what I was going to say about that, but on Pearson, yeah, you'll go on there, work your homework. It's due. I will say for your homework, you get credit for every problem you do. So if you only work 5 out of 10 problems, you'll get credit for those 5 problems. But of course, you want to be able to work all of them. Your homework grade at the end, I will drop your 2 lowest homework scores. Then the rest of it will add up to be a homework grade, and it will count as much as a regular test. This is an excellent way to help raise your grade. Your homework grade, there's no reason for it not to be very high. The only reason it would not be is if you just fooled around and didn't do your homework. Okay, so please work your homework. Of course, we all know it's smart to do your homework, but it also really helps your grade. Okay, tests. We have 4 tests and a final exam. The final exam is comprehensive, but it counts as much as a regular test. No, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. Your final counts 200 points. Forgive me, I'm getting mixed up with my other class. There's 4 major tests and a final exam. Of your 4 tests, we're going to allow you to drop 1 test, the lowest of the 4. I will say if there's something that comes up where you can't take your test, there are no makeup tests at all. If you have to miss it, even though it's for a really good reason, you'll have to use that as your drop. Okay, it's a math department rule. You're sick with the flu, you can't show there, and you want to show up the following week and take it, you cannot take it. Okay, it will be your drop grade. Okay, it's that way for everybody. And then when you get to the final is mandatory. You have to take it. It counts 2 times. It is comprehensive, and it counts as much as 2 tests together. So it's like 200 points. Of course, we have reviews for that when we get to the end of the semester, but you're not able to drop your final. Okay, just letting you know. Okay. Let's see. Yes, covering it. Just make sure no tests are given late. Also, your like we talked about the calculator. I already showed you the kind of calculator. You are not allowed in any way to use a scientific or a graphing calculator. It has to be just the little basic four function. I told you already about the final exam, right? You can't use it as a drop grade. Okay, so for the testing information, this is what I was saying. We're going to go, everything is online except when it comes to testing. You'll take your test online. They're not paper tests, but we need to go somewhere in person to take it. And so for most of you that are here in Oxford, you can use the Oxford Testing Center. Some of you are around the state, and there are satellite campuses. So reading through this, we have to schedule the appointment at the testing center. There's a link about this. I've also posted this on Blackboard, and I'll show you that, but this kind of talks about it. They will, I've opened it as Tuesday through Friday that you can choose. You'll choose a time, but you have to make an appointment. And you'll show up, and they will put you in a room, let you log on using your authenticator, and then you've got to, put your phone away, and then you'll take the test, and they'll monitor you. Okay. Your scratch paper, you definitely want to keep your scratch paper in case I need to look at it, and I have a link on that. I'll talk to you about that in just a second. Okay, but this is all about the testing, and mainly that you've got to schedule a time. Okay. Let's see what else. These are our tests, like I said. It's just telling you what they cover. That's also, you'll see that in Pearson. You'll see that on the calendar on what's covered. All right, let's see. I talked about tutoring. Our grades, our grades, we are on a plus minus scale. The math department has given you 2 percentage points. So normally, regularly, an A is anything like 92 or above. And if you ended up with a 90%, that would be an A minus, but we have given you 2 points. So if you were to finish the course with an 88%, that's an A minus instead of a B plus. Okay, so that's to help you. We're bumping it up 2 points for you. And that really is to keep you at the end of the semester emailing me saying, please bump me up. I'm really close. Okay, we've already bumped it up 2 points. Class attendance is hard, of course, because you're online, but mainly we have to verify your attendance in the first 2 weeks. So I'm just going to base that on making sure you have completed at least one assignment within the first 2 weeks, just to prove that you're in the class. All right, here, this is about the calculators. Of course, also, if you're registered with the Student Disabilities Department, I should have gotten an email or should be getting an email about extended time. Just keep in touch with me and make sure we've got it all worked out. But you know who you are if you have that. Cheating, I just want to be careful to make sure I say this to you. You don't want to get caught cheating. And that would be something like bringing in notes that aren't allowed, cheat sheets, having your phone, looking at your phone while you're taking your test. Please, please, please don't do this. If you get caught cheating, you must be turned into the Academic Dishonesty Committee at the university. You have an automatic F on the test for sure, and possibly in the course. And I just want to make it clear, if you have that F, it's an unforgivable F. So you can't use it as a freshman forgiveness. It stays on your record. So please, please, please don't cheat. I hate that when that happens. Okay, I think that's about it. This is all. Okay, that's the syllabus. All right, let's keep going. Okay, that's the calendar, the syllabus. Here we're back. We're back on Blackboard. Let me talk to you a little bit about your online software. So when you pull up Blackboard and open our course it'll pop up with this Start Here page. Scroll on down, and these are the directions for setting up MyMathLab. It's very easy to do. When you go on there, you can go straight on this link. You can click it straight from Blackboard. If you have a Pearson account here at the university, you can use that same login account. But they want you to use your Ole Miss email, your go.Ole Miss. So if you have a Pearson account from high school, you want to set up a new account. But you can use your regular, because other classes use Pearson too. So you are going to have an account. Once they do that, they're just going to take you through the process. You can purchase the code straight from here. It's actually a little cheaper if you do it online rather than going through the bookstore. So you can purchase it there. You have some choices. You can get a temporary code, which is 14 days. If you want to go ahead and start it, if you're not sure, if you want to stay in this but want to try it out, you've got a free 14 days. After that's up, they're going to ask for your money. But once you do that, it'll keep what you've already done. Okay. So you have two options. One is a 24-month option. Honestly, I think these prices are probably a little bit higher. These are from a few years ago, so they probably are a little higher than this. But you have a two-year option and an 18-week. So basically the 18-week is the cheaper, and it's for a semester. I'm not really sure why you would pick the 24-month. The only reason you would do this is if you really think that you're going to have to retake this course. You might save a little money, but let's hope you don't have to, because it only is good for this class. So I would get the 18-week. Like I said, it's probably a little more than $70. I'm sorry, I don't have that updated. You can purchase it right there. Once you do that, you'll be in with your MyMathLab. If you click on this, it automatically gives you the code. But if you just go through Pearson, our class code right here is this Newsome and this number. Okay, that puts you in my class. Okay, try it out. Hope you can get on there. If you have any questions, just make sure you email me. Okay. So once we do that, lastly, let's look at Pearson. So like I said, this Blackboard, you definitely want to bookmark it because this is where you have all of your weekly assignments and your notes. But to work your homework, take your test, you need to go to Pearson. Okay, Pearson MyMathLab, you will set up an account, sign in. Let's see, I'm not signed in, so let's see. Hopefully it'll work. I probably should have already signed in before I started. All right, so signing in, of course, I have a bunch of classes here, so it's a lot, but give us time. It should show up, hopefully. All right, your courses. All right, these are all of mine here, right here. Math 125 online hybrid. Looks like we already have 12 enrolled after the first day. But of course, I have a ton from all my previous classes, but this is what you'll click on. Okay, there it goes. Okay, my computer's running slow. Once you get on there, just kind of show you where your homework is. So once you get on, mine might look a little different because I'm the instructor, right? Of course, you're not going to have assignment manager, but you will have assignments. If you go to the assignment, let's see if this shows up. I never click on the assignment. Yeah, the assignments, I have it set where the only ones that are showing up are just for test one. Okay, and so as we get closer and we take test one, your next set of tests will show up. But this is your homework, right? There's a test review as we get close to test one in 2 weeks. The review is just great to study. Okay, but the way it works is you can click on your homework. I really like Pearson because it's very easy to get around. You have 10 questions for the first one. Basically, click on your question. If you work it and you miss it, no worry. You have 3 choices to get it correct. Sorry, computer. You have 3 choices to get it correct here. For example, I'm just going to show you this first one. Convert the given radical to a rational. I'm just going to type in the wrong answer. And you try. That's incorrect. Please try again. Same question. Try again. Try again. It gives you 3 opportunities to get the correct answer for this. So I'm going to do it a third time. Third time I did it. So after 3 times, it'll give you the correct answer. And then it will say similar question. And you can click similar question. It'll bring another one up. Or you can move on to the next question. Okay. So if you do the next question, just showing you, notice over here, there's a red X, which means you've not gotten that correct yet. But once again, you never run out of opportunities to get the right number, the right answer. So you never run out of that. You can always try similar. And so if you get one correct, there'll be a green check. Your goal is to get them all correct, and that gives you 100%. Okay, you do get credit for the ones that you get correct. That's how the homework works. Okay, very simple, straightforward. Like I said, you'll just work on your homework. If you're having trouble with any of them, like I said, my notes will help. You can always reach out to me, and you can maybe screenshot it if you're having trouble and email me, and I'll try to get back with you. Okay, but that's how the assignments work. When it comes time to taking the test, you'll use, let's see, is that assignments? Well, I don't have it set for the test to come up, but the test will appear, right? And you can, where do I have it? Let's see. All assignments, let's see. Yeah, I still don't have it set to show up, but your test one will appear test week, and you'll be able to click on that. It's password protected, and so when you take it at the testing center, they'll have to enter the password for you. Okay, I think I've covered everything. I'm not sure. I may have missed something, but hopefully that helps. Hope we're going to have a great semester. Please reach out to me if you have any troubles. Come see me in Hume Hall. I'm second floor, right across from the bathroom. Because I would love to meet you, and I hope it's going to be a great semester. All right. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.